episode number 55 of the 3 Count Out podcast. My name is Era V1, and this week we have a lot to talk about because we are at the twilight of college football. We are going into Royal Rumble season. Saturday night's main event is right around the corner. TNA just had a giant pay-per-view. I know, TNA having a giant pay-per-view in 2025. And there's another Vinnie Mac lawsuit out there. This week, I'm joined by the Vicious, the Delicious, and the Thawing Out. Unfortunately, not as excited as I am, I think, because the Eagles are going on to the NFC Championship, while the Lions, unfortunately, will not share the same fate.
I'm Mike, and I am frozen.
If you guys would please take a moment, gentlemen, please, from Michigan, take your hats off.
I'm taking my hat off, too, just out of respect.
Thank you.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Oh, there's a Discord stream. Oh.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh,
Beautiful.
is it not playing?
Oh, it's playing for me. I hear it. Beautiful.
Just
Well, at least one person gets to hear it.
Yeah, you just have to go on the Discord stream.
I'm not going to do that.
That's fair. Understandable.
Well, you can just put in that fanfare and just, I trust you know what to do there.
It came through for me. It sounded great.
All right, good. I'm glad.
Timing was
I'm glad
perfect.
someone heard it. I bet that was really confusing to the other two.
Oh.
Basically, just a little bit of fanfare, just a little bit of sad trumpet music because
It was
gentlemen,
taps. It was taps.
It was taps because I am tapped this year. I'm honestly gonna need a moment. Danny, please take over.
The National Suicide Hotline is 988. I repeat, the National Suicide Hotline is 988. Hi, my name's Jackal.
What a good crack. That was so crispy. Did he just on his table to begin with? Too? So I think we should just talk about it and get it out of the way.
Yeah, we're already falling apart. Let's get it done.
I think I should probably lead this off because the other two seem like they have some therapy they need to deal with.
Indisposed.
Yeah, as three of us are based out of the Mitten. Something not so cool happened for us. The Lions got bounced. It was a rough game. When your defense is literally just flimsy masking tape and soggy glue and wet paper, eventually it's going to fall apart, especially when Amik Robertson had a gross ass injury in this game. And then Goff got his helmet pushed through his skull, but hey, that's not a penalty when it happens to him. Just Patrick Mahomes. It was a rough game, but 15-2 is the best thing the Lions have probably ever done. So, we'll take the victory where we can. Hopefully, the defense can come back stronger next year. And the rest of the Super Bowl and playoffs should be interesting at the very least. For big teams, the Washington is a fucking monster. They look great for having a rookie quarterback.
No, the fuck they're not.
So them versus the Eagles should be interesting. I still think the Eagles take it, but yeah,
God,
guys,
I hope
go
so.
ahead.
Yeah, by all means, the floor is yours.
I know you guys have some strong feelings too. I try to keep it a little.
I actually don't know who I'd rather have go first because me and Jack are going to have two roughly about the same, but also maybe two different opinions on it. Well, maybe not opinions on it because our opinions are the exact same. It's how we're going to handle it. I'll start by saying this. I am devastated. I'm heartbroken. It was a fantastic season just to get kind of lost in our first playoff game. It sucks. It really, really sucks. And I could go off on that game but I'm going to leave that to Danny because I feel like that's kind of where he's leaning right now. I'm going to go in a different direction. And not so much the Lions, because even the greats have lost games. Hell, even Super Bowl favorites like the Rams and just recently the Ravens, due to like one missed 2-point conversion that was swung the game, all failed out. It just happens. Do I like it? Fuck no, I hate it. Especially losing by that much. I'm more concerned about all of these bandwagon Lions fans. All the ones that went same old Lions, this and that. You know, it's never going to happen. Be like, you know what? I still think maybe one day will. It's probably a lot of wishful thinking on there. The one thing I don't want to do, sound like a Cowboys fan. I am not going to be, you know, oh, next year's our year. I hope to God it is, but I'm not going to be that naive. But, you know, I'm also not going to do. I'm not going to say that, you know what? Same old Lions. This shit's over. I'm not watching next year. Fine. If that's how you feel, don't watch next year. Honestly, we didn't like you this year. You fuckers kept flooding the damn stadium. I couldn't even get a fucking ticket because of all you bandwagon fans that have now turned on him. Goff isn't the greatest QB, but Goff also got us to our best franchise record in Lions history. We're the best team in the best division for the entire calendar year. This was a fantastic year. I am so happy with how this year went. I am so incredibly sad about how it ended, but I'm so happy with how this year went. Breaking records. We, this year, went on our revenge tour. Maybe this wasn't supposed to be our Super Bowl year. Maybe this was supposed to be our revenge year, and we did it. We put belts to asses against all these teams that we needed to beat and kind of show them that we can beat you. We are still a threat. Next year...
To your point, Kevin... To your point, I just wanted to chime in real quick. This year established that the Lions aren't just the special needs team anymore. The Lions are a contender now.
We are. We are not the team that you come to Detroit and you say, we're putting in our third stringers. It's okay. It's just Detroit. They go, shit, we're playing
that's the
Detroit.
Browns.
Yeah, it's the Browns now. I'll still, you know what, James Winston? I still love you, though. That's not the point. The point is, great year. Fantastic year. The most points. Yeah, Goff had some bad plays, but what QB doesn't? Nailed it. So happy with it. Will we see how this develops next year? Of course, we can always see. Everything can change. I'm not turning on him. So many people just, you go in the comments and they're like, Goff ruined this game. We basically are the Vikings. How does that feel? All you people in the comments that are just like turning on Goff like that, you are essentially every single Vikings fan when you praised Sam Darnold. And then the second he lost, you said he was the worst thing ever. You can't believe that he's a football player. You turned on him so fast. And it's not just you guys. It is also the Detroit Lions fans. Not all of them. I'm not sure if it's a select few or a wide margin. It's not the team's fault. Shit happens. I'm not trying to say that what happened in that game shouldn't have happened. But at the same time, maybe our luck with injuries finally ran out. And it started, I believe, with Amik Robertson just shattering his arm. As soon as that happened, it just kind of seemed like it never clicked. And yes, I will also call the bullshit because it is bullshit. And also we have the Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on our sides of no one's allowed to touch Patrick Mahomes. Now, if you look at him, 15 yards. But if you absolutely blast Jared Goff in the head, didn't see it. 3 blind mice out there. I'm not sure what the fuck that call was. That was bullshit. That was awful.
We'll come back to 3 blind mice because I have some. There was some bad reffing in the Eagles game too that needs to be addressed.
We can only hope that next year you always get better. These teams don't go out there and just say, "That's it, the game's over." I'm still gonna watch, and I'm not gonna, mind you, my mindset until August is kind of numb because I'm probably not going to watch football. Like I'll tune into the college game that's tonight just to check it out. I'm sure I'll watch the rest of the Super Bowl. Let's go Bills, because I swear to God, the Chiefs three-peat, I will not know what to do with myself. Shit happens. If this ever reaches, by the grace of God, to any Lions players out there, Lions facility managers, anyone out there are people that still care. That are the true fans that will have, that we stuck through 0-16 and we stuck it all the way to 15-2. I'm watching next year. I'm pretty sure all three of us are going to be watching next year. We just hope for the better. Shit happens. I'm incredibly upset by it. But we move on. We acknowledge the Revenge Tour great year that we had. We did amazing this year. And shit happens. But overall, hell of a season, boys.
Beautiful.
45 to 31! Are you absolutely fucking kidding me? The fucking Washington Commander didn't score 45 points the entire fucking season. Here we go. Ready? Sitting down for this one? You fucking sitting down for this one? Here we go. I'll even start in the preseason. I'm going to read off a bunch of numbers. That's how many points the Commanders scored. 17, 6, 20, 20, 21, 38, 42, 34, 23, 40, 18, 27, 27, 18, 26, 42, 20, 36, 30, 23, 23, 45! Guess what game the 45 was scored in? We allowed the Commanders to score 45 points for the first time in the entire season. With our little ragtag merry band of misfits fucking defense. Aaron Glenn, are you fucking serious? You're joking! You have to be joking, dude! You were that worried about making yourself that much fucking money with the Jets or the fucking Saints? Aaron Glenn, right now, if you don't win 10 games your first fucking season, I'm going to spit on your fucking grave. I swear to God. You allowed this team to score more points than they have the entire season in one game. In one game against the number one seed in the NFC. Motherfucker, the Lions defense on Saturday night, they couldn't stop a nosebleed. They couldn't stop a teenage pregnancy. Motherfucker, they couldn't stop a grandma at a stop sign. Are we joking? I don't think the Commanders punted a single time. Can anybody fact check me? Did the Commanders punted no times? No times. And we're sitting here blaming Jared Goff? We're blaming Jared Goff? Are we joking? The defense did fuck all nothing. I don't get me wrong. I'm well aware that there are 18 players on injured reserve right now. Fucking Amik Robertson had his arm turned into broken Lego bricks at the start of the fucking game. I get it by Jack Campbell, by his own fucking player. Oh, I don't care. He's in fucking Cancun right now, and I'm in negative 12-degree Michigan. Yeah, my fucking heart goes out to you, bud. Enjoy the fucking tropics. Jesus Christ. Everybody's sitting here blaming Ben Johnson and Jared Goff when the defense didn't stop them at all. The only time they stopped them was on fourth down. I think, again, correct me if I'm wrong here, fact checkers, they stopped them on fourth down once? Once?
If you want to say that, I believe Washington has the highest fourth down completion percentage in the entire league.
Yeah, that's because they went up against shit fucking teams all season, Mike! It's really easy to go for fourth down against the Titans, against the Cowboys, against the Giants. Sorry, Era, it is the East. It is literally you, Washington, and then two dumpster fucked of goddamn teams. Yeah. You went up against the fucking Steelers, the Bears, the Panthers, the Browns, the Cardinals, the Giants again, the Patriots. It's real easy to down when you're going up against fucking Make-A-Wish kids! Really? We allowed 45 fucking points? Are you shitting me? 5 fucking turnovers? Jared Goff, are you... that hit against Jared Goff on the fucking pick six? That Louvu motherfucker Washington defense, I hope your children have a nice Christmas, because if I say anything else, this podcast is going to get fucking canceled. I think your first name, Frankie Louvu, I don't care what your fucking name is. Are you serious? You saw Jared Goff being vulnerable for 1 second, so you decide to light him up like a Christmas tree, like the kids say?
That was crazy.
That motherfucker was playing with a concussion 90% of that game. That pick six happened so early. We had a bad 30 minutes against San Francisco. We had a bad 15 minutes against Washington. They scored. Get ready. It's a good thing you're sitting down, boys. They scored 28 points in the second quarter. And you know what gives me a fucking migraine? You know what makes my dick shrink? Is that at the beginning of the second quarter, Tom Brady and the other dumb fuck commentator they were talking to were talking about how the Lions were the best second quarter team in all of the NFL. We had a plus like 128 point differential in the second quarter. How many points did we allow the Washington Commanders to score in the second quarter? 28! 28 fucking points in the second quarter! Best! The best fucking team in the NFL! Fuck's sake! All this revenge bullshit. Nothing. All this revenge tour bullshit got us a first round bounce in the fucking divisional playoff. This year, we have as many wins as the Minnesota Vikings and Green Bay Packers combined. Oh, yippee! The Eagles killed all of the Packers. Thanks for that, by the way. They're probably going to be really terrible season next year.
Yeah, got you.
Minnesota got sacked 9 fucking times in their game. Those two teams, they got beat. The Lions gave that win to Washington. Washington fans, you guys are not pieces of shit, unlike Rams, Vikings, and Packers fans. You guys did not talk that much shit. I understand it. Granted, you guys fucking won. I get it. You cannot deny that that win to you was handed to you on a silver platter. My brother in Christ, you guys got 5 turnovers. 5. You got a fumble by Jared Goff. You got 3 picks by Jared Goff. You got an interception by Jamison Williams. The most important drive of our lives. And that fucking pussy, Ben Johnson, decides to put the ball in Jamison Williams' hand. Where's Ben Johnson now? Now that we're, let me count, 2 days removed from the game. Ben Johnson is packing up his fucking house and moving to goddamn Chicago.
Bears.
Are you fucking serious? For 3 Counted Out listeners, for context, Ben Johnson is now the new head coach of the Chicago Bears when he was the former offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Mike, your turn.
Chime in on your point. The thing that got me the most was, I think I went back and looked, Jahmyr Gibbs was almost averaging like 10 yards a carry for like his first 10 carries. And then they went, man, Goff just got his shit lit up. Let's have him throw more and stop having Jahmyr Gibbs run.
We were in a hole.
Jahmyr Gibbs on, 14 carries. 14. 105 yards.
Jeez. We were in a hole.
14 carries, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. We wouldn't have been in a hole if they would have just kept running the ball, which seemed like they couldn't stop it if they tried. And instead they went, nah, you know what? Let's pass. It was a dumb fucking decision.
It was a 10-point differential at half. Like, I unfortunately, I see where that fucking little, I'm going to say something to get the podcast canceled. I see where Ben Johnson is coming from. It was a 10-point game at the half. And at the end of the third quarter, it was a 3-point game. At the end of the third quarter, it was 31-28. And then Washington scored 14 unanswered points at the end of the fourth quarter. And all the Lions got was a single field goal because we kept turning the fucking ball over. 5 turnovers. God looked down at the Detroit Lions and said, all right, team, you only get to win one game where you turn the ball over 5 times. Which one do you want? We'll pick the Houston game. We ended up fucking picking the wrong goddamn game, dude. I understand we won a game already this year where we turned the ball over 5 times. I get it. You cannot win a game where you turn the ball over 5 times. Trust me, I know what I just fucking said. We won the game earlier this year, where we threw 5 picks with Houston. I know what I just... That's when the defense actually had more players on it. That's when the defense had Carlton Davis, Alex Anzalone, Amik Robertson with an unbroken arm. That's where we had fucking linemen with a pulse. I understand what happened, but you cannot win a football game with Kindle Vildor on your fucking team. Let Kindle Vildor walk. Let Emmanuel Mosley walk. Emmanuel Mosley has played 1 fucking snap for the Detroit Lions. Era, you have not seen this play. Would you like to guess what Emmanuel Mosley has done for the Lions on the 1 play where he has played for them?
Can I at least get a hint what position he plays?
Cornerback.
Oh, totally just fucking whiffed in and let somebody get a sack.
He tore his opposite ACL compared to the other one he just got done healing.
Nice! Gotta even yourself out, dude.
He just got done healing his left ACL. His one single individual play for the Lions in 2 years, he tore his right ACL the first time he got on the field.
I didn't realize you guys had Tegan Knox on the team.
That is $1.5 billion.
Oh my god!
Let him go!
That's $1 million guarantee? Fuck, I went into the wrong line of work.
Kindle Vildor, a terrorist. Let him go! Please let him walk. For the love of fuck, let our cornerbacks get healthy. Let our defense get healthy, please. My God, Aaron Glenn, but my God, Dan Campbell, fucking anybody, let him go. God, I don't want to think about football forever. The national championship of Ohio State Notre Dame is starting in 15 minutes. I'm gonna fucking kill myself, dude.
Dude, if Ohio State wins a national championship, I'm going to be right there with you.
Michigan people, the national suicide hotline is 988. I repeat, 988. Oh my God, this fucking... My life right now with everything outside of football, really fucking good.
Yeah.
Including football, awful. The worst it's fucking been. This time last year, the Lions broke like a 40-year curse, and Michigan won a natty. This time, the Lions got bounced on their best season of all time, and Michigan is watching their 2 rivals play for a national championship. I'm gonna kill myself.
That's fair. Let me say, well, I'm not as upset I'm not as upset as you guys are. I legitimately, if it weren't going to be the Eagles, I would have wanted it to be the Lions. I knew, obviously, at some point, we all knew that if that game was going to happen, one of our teams wasn't going to make it out of it. You know, it's how the game works, but it is unfortunate to see the season that you guys have had come to an end. Granted, the Eagles season is still going on, but it was also unfortunate to watch Matthew Stafford just repeatedly pass the ball right over center. I was at the Eagles game on Sunday. I was in Lincoln Financial Field, and boy, it was awesome. Fucking snow game. Great.
That was
but
a lot
the
of
Eagles,
snow.
It was a lot of snow. Yeah, for context, they said we were supposed to get 1 to 3 inches. Now, I was just outside before recording this, and we have a lot more than 3. So definitely I think some weather guy's getting fired somewhere. But we came out on top, and that's the important thing. Saquon Barkley is our Lord and Savior, MVP. That was all people were cheering all night. Saquon Barkley was they kind of obviously, especially with it being a snow game, the Eagles are going to run the ball. So Saquon only had 26 carries, but in those 26 carries, he managed to get 205 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He had exactly
his
two
games,
breakaways, and that was it.
His
But
two
by
highest
God,
games, both against the Rams.
The New York Giants are crying themselves to sleep tonight. Go fuck yourself, New York.
One thing I want to point out, Jalen Hurts, clearly not fully recovered.
No,
Goff,
still concussed.
After his game. Both of them, if you go back and watch their interviews post-game, Goff looks like he doesn't know where he's at. Jalen Hurts was clearly medicated.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts had a ton of painkillers for sure.
Good shit.
He came out of the tunnel for the practice stuff. He came out of the tunnel fucking dancing. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
He was.
They got that man on some drugs.
And you know what? The drugs kind of hurt him a little bit because he only passed for like 100 something, not even 150.
Like 115 yards. He couldn't throw for shit. But he did have a 44-yard rushing touchdown. So
yeah, he did. Well, that's our quarterback also being a running back. That's how that works.
They were like, all right, can you throw? He's like, I'm seeing A to everybody. And they're like,
yeah, he was like, I'm going to chuck it, and y'all are going to have to get to it. There were so many fucking times where he was like just close enough to A.J. Brown where it's like, he definitely wanted to pass to him, and A.J. was definitely running the route he was supposed to run, but you could definitely tell he was seeing double, and sometimes he was picking the wrong person to throw to. But that's why we have Saquon Barkley. He bails us out. And he literally only needed 2 breakout plays to fucking win us the game. I will say, however, Eagles front office, I'm just going to cut you off right here. I'm going to jump the gun for you. The Philadelphia Eagles are currently accepting applications for a new kicker. Jake Elliott is going to be dragged around the streets of Philly because he missed a 30-yard extra point. That 1 point doesn't seem like a lot. However, you have to understand at 1 point, it was a 3-point game. It was, it was not, it was very fun going to the Eagles game in person, but by God, is it horrible for my fucking health. By the end of the first quarter, it was 7-13 Philadelphia. Second quarter, it was 10-13 Philadelphia. The third quarter, it was 15-16 Philadelphia, and then it ended 22-28. So we were in the lead for the most part, but there was a point where we were tied 13-13 in the third quarter, and it was definitely one of those games where it's like, okay, that was not it. Yes, we won. Yes, it was a strong team. We won. I acknowledge that. But also, that is not going to be a team that wins the Super Bowl if you play like that. So I think probably the snow had a lot to do with it. We get a lot of snow in Pennsylvania, especially if you're in the mountains. The thing with Philadelphia is that Philly doesn't get a lot of snow. They get coatings, but they don't usually get snow like that. The last time there was a snow game in Lincoln Financial Field, would anybody like to guess? It's referred to as the Snow Bowl.
1807.
I know.
No, not 1807.
A little bit younger than that, Kevin.
Was that Lions game? Is it that Calvin Johnson Face Full of Snow game?
It was in 2014, 10 years ago.
That could be that Detroit game.
I think it was. I didn't look up the game. But
Detroit reference. Let's go.
So it's been 10 years since there's been a Philly snow game. Jalen Hurts has not played in a snow game. You got to remember, a lot of these guys came up from Bama and Georgia. So, I think.
Shit, what's that?
Yeah, I think it was just maybe a lack of preparation on their part. But, I mean, looking forward, heading into the conference championships, we got the Eagles versus the Commies. I know how this one's going to go. So, would you guys, do you guys know the words to Fly, Eagles, Fly, or do I need to?
I'm going to sing them this year because fuck the Commanders. This only goes so far as this year. Like, this isn't like some sort of Seahawk rivalry thing. But just because it still stings, fuck them up. Fuck
well, and that's really like if the Eagles weren't in, just to see a rookie beat Mahomes, I would love for Jaden Daniels to just win one right off the rip. You know what I mean? I don't think his offense is good enough that would happen, but it would just be really cool to see him just come in first year and win it right away and just take Patty Mahomes down. But no, I don't think that's good.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Eagles are going to pub stomp him.
Still enemy number one.
Of course, yeah. If nothing else, fuck the Chiefs.
Yep.
Philly
especially after this game.
Philly, the early odds I think have Philly at, I think it was -5 the last I checked, or 5.5, however the fuck they write it down. It's supposed to definitely be a close game, but I feel confident, especially considering there's not supposed to be snow next week. I think
Isn't snow your superpower?
Again, we haven't had a snow game in 10 years, so everybody thinks it's our superpower, but it's also a weakness. Let's see. Yeah, Sunday it's supposed to be 39, low 26, partial clouds, some wind. So it'll be cold, but it won't be a snow game. So I think that'll probably wind up helping us out. What do you think?
Well, I know if we're saying fuck the Chiefs, we can definitely say it after this last game because, man, they are not slowing down the refs for the Chiefs talk at all.
When fucking
7-0 when Clay is their head ref,
and fucking Joe Buck of all people have the enthusiasm of speaking out against the refs, that's how you know it's bad. I haven't heard those two be so vocal about something, I think, ever.
Let me tell you something. The entire NFL, all the referees in the NFL need to get fucking retrained. There were, and I'll admit, there was a 2-second delay of game that they did not call against Jalen Hurts because there was snow on the ground and they lost track of time or whatever. I don't know how that's what they're saying. I don't know how snow on a football field. I know we see the timer on the field, but that's for TV. You're a fucking adult. Just count down from 30. But, there was a 2-second delay game that they missed. There were plenty, and I mean plenty, of late hits from the Rams to the Eagles players. There was the hit against Goff that they just didn't call. There's, you hit Patrick Mahomes once, and it's like the end of the fucking world. Your career's done. But you hit anybody else on a football field the same exact way, and the referees don't give a shit.
No.
I can't get over the 2 phantom hits.
Yeah, the fucking soccer flops is what he's doing.
I am so shocked. I am beyond shocked. I'm beyond surprised. I actually can't fathom how surprised I am that they did not call the flop, because I thought that was a home run, and they didn't call it, and I was like, oh, well, okay, well, there you go. They had to make up for their 2 fucking, what the fuck were those calls?
I'm so sorry. I passed out from the sleeping pills. What are we talking about?
Patrick Mahomes being a bitch.
Yeah, Mahomes.
Mahomie!
NFL is somebody to just knock the piss out of him. Like one of those guys, one of those old school guys that comes back.
Vontae's perfect.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'll donate on his Twitch stream. Get him to go back. It's fine. We're homies. I have that pull as a Twitch streamer now.
Only if he can get back a roided up James Harrison to do it too.
Oh yeah, steroids preferable. Yeah, you gotta fuck him up.
That's the thing. I don't think James Harrison will play for the Bills. I think that'll have to wait till next year.
He can come play for the Eagles.
Never know.
Make an opportunity.
Well, okay, all right. You know what? We're all friends here. I'll just say it. I would rather eat my own shoes than watch another Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl.
Oh, well, you can eat your shoes because that's exactly what I would love to see is an Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl. And I think the Eagles can beat the refs because you're not playing Kansas City, you're playing the referees, and I think Eagles can beat the refs.
You are overlooking something huge here. Every team that faces the Chiefs faces the Chiefs and the refs. It is a 2v1. You're not just playing the refs, and you're not just playing the Chiefs. You're playing a 2v1 every single time.
But
there
we
are
have
not many teams that can beat them. Am I saying the Eagles can't? No, they might be able to. The only teams I've seen do it on rare occasions are the Bills and the Lions.
Do you remember what happens
undefeated.
Do you remember what happens the last time the Eagles went into a Super Bowl game as the underdogs?
They
I
lost
do.
to the Chiefs.
We didn't lose in 2017.
Oh, they beat the Patriots. Well, hold on.
We were the underdogs. That's why we had
Were
dog
you-
masks on. We were the underdogs.
Were you
Bark, bark.
favorites against the Chiefs?
Huh?
Were you favorites against the Chiefs in like 2022 or whatever?
2022.
Yeah, the last Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl.
No, we weren't favorites again. Were we?
So technically,
How
that would have
bad-
been the
oh,
last time you were underdogs.
Well,
I'm sorry,
regardless.
I'm taking away from the bit.
Listen,
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Listen, Nick Foles is going to come out of retirement for one more game.
Ooh, there we go.
He's this is how he retires. 2 rings.
I don't care what happens now. All I care about is the Chiefs. If they get there, they don't win. I prefer.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Washington fucking loses. Can we add that one in?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, let's go.
So-
Obviously, Bills Eagles. I don't care. Give me either one.
Oh, Bills Eagles would kind of fuck. That would be
Bills-
kind of a hard
Hey,
Super Bowl.
Bills Eagles might be the Super Bowl. So
Bills
I'm-
Eagles would be pretty sexy.
So I guess
I'm
just
okay
to
with that.
just to clarify these conference championship picks, even though I think they're pretty clear, we're all saying the Eagles because fuck the Commanders, and we're all saying the Bills because fuck the Chiefs.
No, I would like to change my pick to the Chiefs because Josh Allen has yet to beat the Chiefs. So I'm gonna pick Mahomes to make sure that I win the pick'ems.
You heard it here. Jackal likes the Chiefs. You heard it here.
I
You
love
picked
Taylor
them.
Swift. Haters gonna hate.
Hey,
And
the Eagles.
I'm
We got
gonna
Jason
Taylor
Kelsey.
Swift.
He's a Kelsey. We got the Swifties on our side.
Ooh,
We get
yeah,
the East Coast Swifties.
You get half the fan base.
Yeah. That'd be the real Super Bowl.
On a real quick side note, can I just say the New Heights podcast, unironically, very entertaining.
Oh, I love
Because
it.
they get that pull of they get to have Will Ferrell and Jim Carrey and Pat McAfee on their podcast. I actually kind of like it.
I love it. Also, Jason Kelsey's late night show on ESPN is fucking funny.
Is it
What late
because
night
its
TV should
numbers
be.
are really bad?
Well, its numbers may be bad, but it's funny. I think it's funny. I'm also the prime demographic, though, as a adult male from
A
Philly.
Philadelphian?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it does numbers in Philly.
Hey, it does, dude. I'm not kidding. Over here, everyone's watching it. We're probably keeping it alive single-handedly. And you know what? That's probably
the
all they
problem
need to keep the show going.
That's the problem. I think when they looked at the numbers, like, Philly isn't watching. That's the fucking problem.
I'm watching.
They were really
I'm-
relying on Philly to boost those numbers, and Philly's like, listen, we like him, but we're not watching him on fucking TV, okay?
Well,
So is this release a show for him and his muggers or muppets or
It
whatever?
doesn't help that it's on.
You quit
Mummers.
calling them
Mummers.
Spurs, Kevin.
Mummers.
Jesus,
Mummers.
you racist bastard.
Mummers.
Hey, any mirror can be a race.
Stop,
It's
Kevin.
Jesus Christ. It's a German thing. But you know,
It's a German thing.
no,
That
mummers
was-
are. Mummers are. It's like a German
Jawohl,
immigrant
I
thing.
love the mummets.
It's celebrating the new year, and it's an excuse to drink and have a parade. And you're thinking way too far into it. It doesn't. It's literally nobody there is sober. You just go and drink all day. It's just.
You're gonna need to take this out.
I would fit in real good then.
Oh, you would love them. Hey, next January 1st, you come over to my house. We'll go to Philly. We'll have a time.
Me and Isotoa will actually go to Colossal Con East next year. It'll work out real well.
Well, the Mummers are only on New Year's Day.
Fuck!
It's
Never
once a
mind
year.
then.
It's a parade. But you know, Mike, you were talking about numbers being low, and I think I may have talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I think we're starting to see the rise of TNA over AEW when we're talking about numbers, because TNA just had a mass 40 minutes in. We should segue.
Oh.
But TNA had a massive pay-per-view and a brand new champion. A man who called out John Cena. Do you believe?
After winning it.
Yeah, literally immediately after winning it. Joe Hendry finally is the new TNA World Champion. And I said his name, which means Joe Hendry, you now have to come on the 3 Count Out podcast, or we're going to expose you.
Come on the podcast, you Scottish bastard! Come in!
So aggressive.
I mean, hey, if
But
that's what it takes.
it's about damn time, honestly, that Joe Hendry should have had this title like fucking 4 or 5 months ago. Instead, they decided to push the Hardys.
Well, they still have their belts too.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're TNA Tag Team Champions. You hold on to those belts
And
for a
then-
while. There's not much of a division there.
The other news coming out of this pay-per-view is that it was Jordan Grace's last match in TNA.
Where the fuck is that hot, sexy bitch going?
Netflix, probably.
You might know.
Hot.
But yeah, and then it was also Josh Alexander's last match in TNA.
Yeah, I don't
And
know where he's going.
basically
Probably Japan.
He's basically their version of Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's good. He's really good, but he wouldn't be WWE good. He's
Does
He's a
he
good
love
technical guy.
Percocets too?
Maybe.
No,
Damn
No?
it.
Do we know that for
I
sure?
don't think. No,
No, I'm
but
not
that's
putting
why
that
he
out
wears
there.
the
I'm not.
helmet.
I'm not starting any rumors.
He's had a couple conconks, and that's why he wears the wrestling headpiece so that his head doesn't get jostled around like a bouncy ball.
Oh, like Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Guardian Cap didn't do
but-
shit for him.
The best part is that when Jordan Grace finished her match, she walked through and said her goodbyes to everybody, and her final match was her losing to Tessa Blanchard. Which
She's a racist.
Yep,
There you
and
go.
she's in TNA.
That's what the TNA crowd was chanting while she was during the match.
It's also
They
apparently
were
what the
chanting,
entire TNA locker room said to management when they said she was getting hired back. Nobody wants her there.
Nope. And Jordan Grace was saying hi and, thank you to everybody. Walked right fucking past her. Didn't even acknowledge her. Took the loss, completely ignored her, and everybody's like, bravo, well done. Ignore the racist.
FGK, since you don't watch anything that isn't WWE, Tessa Blanchard hates black people, allegedly.
So her and Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan
her
get
and Hulk
along
Hogan are
real
good
well.
friends.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad you both made the same joke at the same time.
Great mind.
That
share
was
one brain.
fucking hilarious.
Since Fire Guy Kyle does just watch WWE, we can talk about WWE as well, because the day that this episode comes out, on the 25th of January, we have Saturday night's main event. That's it's going to be recurring. So it's not like
Don't
a
know
pay-per-view.
how well that's
It's
gonna go.
well, listen, if you wanted to know how it's going to go, this card will tell you, because this is what they're building up to, and then they have it this weekend, and then next weekend is the Royal Rumble. So that tells you how they're planning these out. The kind of big, I guess their headline for this one is a contract signing. The real WWE champion, Kevin Owens, versus the official WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, and for some reason overseen by Shawn Michaels.
Oh.
Just
HB Shizzle, of course.
HB
Kevin
Shizzle.
Owens' best friend.
Mhm. Yeah, but someone who's definitely been involved in this storyline.
Oh, wait, contract signing for what? Sorry, I've had two tall boys.
Well, it's a contract signing for a ladder match for the
With?
undisputed champion, the WWE Championship.
Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Ladder match, because that makes sense. Cody's
Yes.
afraid of heights and Kevin loves ladders. Storytelling.
Sure.
Got it.
But their match is going to happen at the Royal Rumble, but this is the big marquee main event of Saturday night's main event, is a contract signing. So we'll see. Although I do love the story of Kevin Owens. We talked about it here, but like we wanted him to take the belt and run with it and say he was the real champion. And that's exactly what he's doing. Even after WWE commentary repeatedly goes, he's not the champion. He's just delusional. And then he's standing there with the winged eagle going, I'm the champion.
Also, I don't know if you remember, like a month ago, I sent you guys the clip of him losing that belt to Cody Rhodes during a live event.
Yeah,
Cody had it. And
it's
then
not real.
Like, nope, never happened.
It's not.
That's not canon.
Yeah, it's not canon. Not canon. I like to think
supposed to see that wasn't for you.
I really wish, and maybe this was something that they were thinking about doing in that direction, but I was really hoping that when they did that, they were going to do something where it's like Kevin Owens robs the merch stand and like just grabs, like, because I think the point in this is to kind of make it seem like he's kind of lost control and he's just a little bit irrational and like, which I get it. That's Kevin Owens' character, but I feel like, he lost, and Kevin Owens' character is supposed to be this kind of prize fighter and, settle all the problems in the ring and all of that. And the problem was settled in the ring and he's still running around the championship. Granted, it was a house show, so it's just not canon, but it's unfortunate.
Why doesn't KO just hear me out? Why doesn't KO just turn to murder?
He could pull Brian Pillman and pull the gun on him. That
wrestling has more than one royal family. Mm-hmm. They don't that much when it comes to wrestling's royal Glock. Mm-hmm. Hear me out.
Somebody who allegedly knows a lot about
Anderson's
murder.
Still holding that.
Yeah. Oh, damn it!
Yeah, he's over in MLW. But someone who allegedly knows about murder, Jacob Fatu has a match against Braun Strowman. This is kind of Jacob Fatu's first big solo match. There's nothing on the line. It's just Jacob versus Braun. But I mean, Braun is the opponent who put him in front of to make him look like a monster. And
oh my God, no, yeah, Jacob Fatu is going to absolutely fucking murderize, destroy, obliterate Braun Strowman. Real quick, for those of us who've just seen TikTok clips after it got banned for 12 hours, what is the new Bloodline's beef with LA Knight?
LA Knight talked mad shit. Yeah. They interrupted one of his matches, and then Jacob Fatu was going off backstage, and LA Knight kicked him out. And then
he pushed him out the door and said he was using his outside voice, so he belonged outside.
Got it.
Yeah, it was kind of a weak storyline build.
Yeah, I think the important thing to take away from the Bloodline story right now is they had Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, and Roman Reigns won. And Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. And that's how they're not. Solo has not once denied that. He said he lost. They're still doing like the separate Bloodline. I assume the reason why we're getting Jacob against Braun right now is so that way Jacob can win. I would love for Jacob to win clean. I know he's not. What's going to happen is that the Bloodline is going to get involved. That's how he's going to beat Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman still looks strong because he's getting by like two or, he's getting jumped and then getting beat. And Jacob wins and he still looks good because he has a good match and he gets to win at the end. I assume probably soon, maybe even at the Rumble, Bloodline 2.0 is going to dissolve. I don't know what's going to happen with Solo. I think, I don't mean this in a bad way. I think Solo should go back to NXT. The reason why, though, is because he really only got a run with the North American Championship. I feel like Solo should have an actual, like, NXT Championship run. I think if the Bloodline dissolves, that gives him an opportunity to go back, stay out of the limelight. Also, as, it works for most people, but a little time away sometimes make the heart grow fonder. So, it may help him a little bit. I don't think people are going to pop big for a Solo return, but he's still going to, I think, would get a return out of that. It could work. And then, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa were a tag team in Japan, and I assume, especially with Penta coming in and Ray Phoenix rumored to be coming in as soon as he's out of AEW. Man, WWE is making a fucking amazing tag team division. So I assume we will see Guerrillas of Destiny in the WWE. Hopefully with the name, because the acronym of God is awesome.
Well, and then the fact that you get that against Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah. I mean, that is a WrestleMania match right there. Guerrillas of Destiny versus Motor City Machine Guns. Like,
as long as they get their face paint too.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is I want Guerrillas of Destiny if they're going to be a tag team. If they're just going to be Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga, I don't want that as a tag team. I'd rather them stay as the Bloodline if they're going to do that. But I don't know.
For those people like Fire Guy Kev, that is Alex Sabin and Chris Shelley versus Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa.
Chris Sabin.
What did I say?
Alex Sabin.
Alex Sabin and Alex Shelley. Love to see it, everybody.
Anyway, Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. Who you got?
I think
Braun Strowman's going to get fucking bent over by Jacob Fatu. John Moxley not going to make an appearance. I don't know.
No.
I didn't hear what Mike said. I heard John Moxley for some reason. Also,
no.
For those viewers listening halfway through the podcast, very drunk, not sober, not going to lie.
Would have never known.
Hides it
You
well.
hold it so well.
Thank you.
Not Strowman. Yeah.
Jacob Fatu?
Yep, there you go.
Forgot his name,
I
and
think
already
we
knew
can
the
all
winner.
agree on that.
Close my eyes and didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that match is just going to be Jacob being an absolute freak of nature, and Braun Strowman is just there to be a big opponent for him to beat. The next match, though, is going to be a banger because we have, for the Intercontinental Championship, Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. Listen, I like Braun as the Intercontinental Champ. I think that's great. I think that he's been awesome in that role. He looks great with gold around his waist. He's outgrown that title already. That dude's a fucking freak. They need to put the World Heavyweight Championship on him. I think there's plenty of story to tell before you do that as well. I think Braun Breaker losing the title would put a very interesting fold in his character. You know, we haven't really seen how he deals with that kind of a loss yet. So that could be cool. Could maybe even be an opportunity for a little bit of a face turn because he's, kind of just a dick. I don't know. But I think probably this is going to be Sheamus walking away with the Intercontinental Championship. And then we can just sit back and relax for a fun string of Celtic Warrior Open challenges.
I hope you're right.
That.
No, I think Braun Breaker is such an enigma at this point from all the work that enigma. Sorry, real quick. I just had to
close.
I had to call Fire Guy Kevin Cracker real quick. Don't you mind me? No worry.
Somewhere Andy Reid is so proud of you.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know why you're getting your pain in a bunch. Sorry, I'm about hold on, let me check the can. I'm 4 standard drinks deep already, or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't booze.
In American standard drinks.
When I booze, it's a rare occasion. Give me fucking Sheamus. I'm sorry. Braun Breaker doesn't have much character outside of, yeah, I'm a dog, and also Scott Steiner's kid or whatever.
Rick Steiner's kid. Scott Steiner's his uncle.
Oh, Scott Steiner's the one that did the steroids and said, yeah, Triple H, I'll work with you. Your racist Booker
I think
T
they both did
storyline.
steroids.
That makes sense. One of them didn't shake my hand at a meet and greet. Now I won't remember who's who.
Wow, what a dick.
I know, right?
Well, we could change the subject off this dick because if one Samoan on the card wasn't enough, there's 2.
Roman?
In my opinion, the true main event of Saturday night's main event, despite WWE advertising the contract signing as the main event, we have a match for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got
Gunther.
Oh yeah, baby. We got
Thanks,
Gunther
Mike.
versus Jey Uso. Yeet. That's Jey Uso's thing. He just says yeet now.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. There's a hello, everybody. Jey Uso, nice to meet you. I am no. Again, hi, hello. I'd like to have a different opinion other than wrestling TikTok, although that's not a brave statement to make. Jey Uso doesn't need a title to be over. It's really not that hard to understand. Gunther's going to murderize this motherfucker. Give me Gunther.
I feel like it'll all come down to like one close call, like a super kick and a kick out of 2.5, and then after that, Gunther's gonna power drop him like 5 times and then win definitively. Like, we'll have one close call, just one, but that's it. Gunther all the way.
Yeah, I mean, if Gunther doesn't win this, I will probably just turn off my TV.
Fair.
Why would you have Jey, of all people, beat him? Like, come on. Don't be dumb.
I don't think they would have Gunther lose the weekend before the Royal Rumble.
God, that'd be fucking stupid, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just assume Vince is back somehow.
Realistically, I think this is going to be setting up for whoever they want John Cena to take the belt off of. Because I don't know if you guys did Rumble predictions last week or if we're gonna get to them next week.
Next week.
My Rumble prediction, I will say it right now because I have to for the context here, is John Cena.
Really? You think he's gonna be the only 4-person winner? Well,
John Cena has to get 17. I think that's kind of written into the contract of his final year.
Is he gonna get 17 or the Grand Slam?
I think he's gonna get 17 because that's more.
Fuck the Grand Slam. It doesn't mean.
Yeah,
Jesus
Grand Slam.
Christ.
Grand Slam
I'm
is
so tired of wrestling fans arbitrarily trying to make Grand Slam worth the shit. Who fucking cares about the Grand Slam?
The Grand Slam is created by Vince McMahon to cover his shitty booking because you could never have a stable main event scene. So he had to make a mid-card title matter.
Oh, fuck. And that's at Denny's.
Amen.
Okay, then the Grand Slam matters.
That is a Grand Slam that matters. I think realistically this is going to be setting up for, again, whoever they want John to take the belt off of at WrestleMania. I think what's going to happen here is Gunther is going to retain, but he's probably not going to retain clean. Jey Uso definitely does not need a belt to be over. He's over as fuck right now. He's going to go up on the turnbuckle. He's going to hit his yeet shit, and people are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't turn your back on Gunther. And then Gunther's going to fucking like take him down or whatever. I don't know exactly how this is going to happen, but somehow Drew McIntyre is probably going to fly off the fucking camera with a brogue or fucking Claymore kick or brogue kick, or whatever the fuck he's just going to kick Gunther's head off. Or Jey Uso's head off, and Gunther's going to take the win because Gunther doesn't give a shit. He wants to win. And that'll probably be, I assume it's going to go back on Drew just because he kind of has like the, hey, I want my title back thing going on right now. So, and then he's going to lose it to Cena.
Bloodline more.
Yeah, I mean, that is the question with Drew McIntyre, right? Is he a hater? My question with Drew McIntyre is if TikTok gets banned, does he have to get a new character?
No, Twitter's still a thing.
Yeah, but he made like his whole thing was like posting TikToks before Raw.
Hey, he'll just post them to Twitter.
Well, I mean, he did say LOL bored at work on Twitter, so
that is true. He did tweet
mid-match.
More
numbers that did anything on TikTok.
That may be one of his greatest moments ever.
That may have given me a boner.
Yeah, that was when we all found out that he like got on his phone and we all realized that that's what he tweeted. That was just gold. Yeah. Whoever's idea that was gets a bona fide clap because that was cool.
Drew.
Yeah, I think it was all Drew McIntyre's idea.
I hope.
He's gonna get all the credit for it.
If it was some fucking white kid in the goddamn WWE corporate boardroom, I'm going to drink something that's not Mike's Hard Lemonade if you can fill in the gaps.
Yeah, just Mike's Hard.
Mike's Hard? Oh. Well,
I mean, give me.
Mike, how's your heart on doing?
It's fine.
is your Dixicle salt thawed out yet?
Yeah.
That's good.
Mike
That's
is
good.
like an old lady pissing through a popsicle or whatever I said earlier.
Yeah.
That made Kevin think of rhino shit.
It
Jesus.
scared me enough like the rhino shit scared you.
Oh, well, that's a fair trade in my opinion.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of shit, there's another Vinnie Mac lawsuit out. Did you guys see that?
Oh,
now, who did
no.
he piss on, allegedly?
Turns out he
Brock,
sexually
not
assaults.
Allegedly.
You guys remember Christy Hem from 2005?
Oh, nope, not at all.
She
actually.
won. She won like the Total Diva search or whatever.
No.
and
not-
and then
no.
she. I think the only notable
That
thing
was
she
Michelle
did was
McCool.
Trish
She
Stratus
was in
spray painted
Playboy.
slut on her. Yeah, she was in
No, she was
Playboy.
in Playboy. She was in TNA for a long time. She became
Yeah.
their announcer for a bit.
Anyway,
Maybe I've got to like see it because right now I'm just like.
I probably
In-
jerked off to her once.
hey, she's a redhead
I know
probably.
I did.
Anyway, in 2005, her WWE contract expired, and for mysterious reasons they let her go, and like they didn't provide any reasoning. The SEC has provided reasoning today. They found that while they were investigating Vince McMahon for his various other sexual crimes, that you can add another person to the list. Apparently, he just like straight up raped her because she said no. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a big word you just said there. Oh.
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
I mean, just another one to add on the list.
Casual.
So the FCC won't let him
Some
be.
light.
Not FCC, SEC.
But Vince McMahon will rape
And
women.
not football SEC either. Different SEC.
The SEC.
Oh, the
has
SEC
DVD.
fucking sucks, too. That's even worse.
So the dude got cleared of one charge somehow just to go. That was
Oh,
so
no,
fun, let's
not
do it
cleared.
again.
Not cleared. Still very much under investigation for everything else.
Oh, I
He
thought
put
got
out a
cleared or
statement.
Something.
He put out a statement saying he was cleared. And then the SEC put out a statement saying, no, the fuck you're not. We're still
Yeah.
investigating you heavily.
That's because Vince just paid everything to like wrap up quicker or whatever.
Yeah. He put out his hush money payment and thought it was enough, and the SEC was like, yeah, no, we don't take bribes. Sorry.
That's it. I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong. See, the court cases are done. That's not how that works, Vince. I'm gonna be honest
Yeah.
with you, dog.
You can't just throw money at it, homie.
How much does paying for Brock Lesnar's hot piss?
Too much.
How much was the hush money?
105.
More than you
$105
guess, but
million
not
or
enough than you
Yeah.
think.
Well, I mean, it would have been
Not
enough if he
enough
paid
than
it,
you
I
think.
guess. I don't know. Because that's the only
Yeah,
reason why it
maybe.
all came out is he stopped paying her.
It's gotta be one expensive piss. Whew.
How much money is in your bank account currently at this moment?
5.
I think $1.80 and a piece of gum.
So more than that.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
got 2 zeros in my bank account, but they're after the decimal. Does that count?
Oh no.
What comes before? I don't know.
5.
Oh, that's a lot of Brock Lesnar piss.
That's not a lot.
$5 is a lot of Brock Lesnar piss? Hell
Okay,
yeah,
so
man.
apparently
I'm
Brock
gonna be
is like
rich.
cheap
Bucks.
nowadays.
If I could buy it for
Smells like
$5, I'm going to
bucks.
resell it on eBay.
It smells like bucks, and I'm not talking about the mammal.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if anyone's looking for a rookie Jalen Hurts card, thank you, Jackal. But if anyone's looking to buy a rookie Jalen Hurts card, hit me up because I got one. I'm getting it graded. It sat in a card sleeve for however many years I've had it. I
Don't say
legitimately
anything mean about me. I gotta go pee.
Anyway, Jackal's a
Yeah,
dumbass,
that
and he
Jackal
gave me
guy.
a rookie Jalen Hurts card.
he could have
in-
had that. What a
near,
loser.
In like legit, I'm not even trying to brag. In basically perfect condition because I put it in my card binder and I forgot about it. So that dumbass gave me like $40-50, and then if we
Nice.
win the Super Bowl, I'm getting it graded and I'm putting it up on eBay. So if anyone's looking for a Jalen Hurts rookie card, hit me up.
So what he's saying is we can't have Jalen Hurts get hit and go cross-eyed.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Or
great.
you
I would.
can,
Oh,
and if his career's cut short early, then it's even more valuable.
really? Isn't that
Ah!
weird?
I don't know.
I don't know great cards.
hey! I'd like to keep Jalen Hurts healthy.
I know, but what if it's like, what if you get like a couple $1,000s out of it? Then does he really care? You want $10,000 or a healthy Jalen Hurts?
Ooh. Oh shit. That's the question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You want
I mean, if we're talking 10K.
10K, but his career is over.
Is it like? But does he still get to live a comfortable life, or is it like
he just kind of like he sees noise.
He has Shawn Michaels eyes now.
Yeah, so he's done playing. And
I'll take the 10K. Yeah,
and he's got crooked eyes.
I'll take the 10K. He can have crooked eyes.
Okay,
yeah.
That's fine.
Listen. Jalen Hurts can live a long, happy life, but I want 10K.
I mean, he's still gonna get paid by the NFL. I'm pretty sure his contract is guaranteed. So.
Oh yeah, he gets a lot of money up front. Yeah, he's good.
So, since we've just gone off the side and they're starting to talk about Jalen Hurts having
this whole episode's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I think.
Is this what the other ones were like too? Is this what season? Is this just the vibe of season 2? We're just
maybe. Just like
I like it. It's fun.
Every show ever, it kind of goes off the rails, and you come right back.
Well, if you want to talk about going off the rails, okay.
Oh boy.
PCO, whatever his real name is.
Oh my god,
know.
yeah, you did.
Pete
So
Charles,
GCW had their show this weekend, which was it was Homecoming, I think. Whatever.
Invincible.
Oh, what a great
And
Spider-Man.
PCO at the end of it decided to just fucking snap on TNA. He said pretty much everything negative about it. He smashed their title, said fuck them. Yeah, to the point like people were trying to pull him away to end what he was doing, and he was resisting and just still yelling into the microphone.
Yeah, GCW cut his feed.
Is this a really good work, or is this off the rails?
No, this looked real. Because like GCW was trying to shut him down.
Yeah, from what everything was reported, it was pretty real, and a lot of people are not happy with him.
Really?
Also, I know you don't watch a lot of TNA, Kev, but you wouldn't have seen PCO on there anyway. He
did. When we were doing Thursday nights with Kevin Mike, PCO was on there. He was the dude that kind of looked like Frankenstein, Kevin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember PCO because he looks like someone who shouldn't be a wrestler.
Exactly. Yep.
They put the Digital Media Championship on him because he was loosely affiliated with Matt Cardona and Steph DeLander. He was like very. I think he was just like Steph DeLander's stalker or something. They
ended up they had a fake marriage on TNA.
Okay. Sure. Steph DeLander's marrying a man who's in his 50s.
Yeah, he says that he's in his 50s. He looks like he's in his 70s.
Yeah, he looks past 50. I mean, maybe that's the zombie character, though.
Man wrestling is...
Yeah.
Yeesh.
What the fuck? I just watched it. That shit went off the rails fast.
Shit's ridiculous, ain't it?
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
I don't know why you fucking when Irish Sheamus isn't involved in the fucking thing, isn't it?
Sheamus is not involved with GCW or TNA.
Yeah, well, you know who's a part of YouTube wrestling is that there fighter guy Kev. I watched one of his fucking matches the other day, and I'm like, wow, this fucker knows how to wrestle. He does.
I should have fucking grabbed the title and fucking smashed it.
I want FGK versus Tommy Invincible.
Oh.
Who?
Oh.
I know Invincible. Tommy Vendetta. Who the fuck is Tommy Invincible?
Tommy he was Matt Cardona's surprise opponent during he's this dude that got popular on TikTok. He comes out to fucking Eminem. He comes out the Voices in the Air, and he's like this. I guess he's had WWE contract or tryouts, and he's like jobbed out. I think he was like one of the black T-shirt security people on WWE once. You know.
Yeah, he does like famous people's moves. That's his shtick.
I will say though. He's over than most people in AEW right now.
That's a low bar, big dog.
Now, granted, listen, I'll be honest. Tommy Invincible, his entire gimmick is that he has a shitty mohawk and he comes out to a song that's fun to sing along to, and he's like. All of his TikToks are like, I don't care what size the crowd is. And it's like, you know, a high school gym. And he comes out and he's treating it like it's a giant arena. I legitimately think that Tommy Invincible, much like Tommy Vendetta, could both do amazing things if a big company were to pick them up. Tommy Invincible Tommy Vendetta does do it better, but Tommy Invincible getting a match in GCW, answering the open challenge of Matt Cardona, that was a very cool thing to see for an internet wrestler. And it's been a while since you've gotten a kind of moment like that where somebody like from the internet wrestling community that's a wrestler actually gets an opportunity because they like social media their way to that spot. And he had a cool story too of like, I guess Matt Cardona's dad was like the one that kind of got him into wrestling and like got him the contacts and stuff like that. So they know each other, but it was still cool to see. And we were talking about the GCW pay-per-view anyway. So, but yes, Tommy Vendetta. Now, Tommy Vendetta, listen. We know for a fact that WWE watches and listens to this podcast because we've called spots on here before that they've done. So, Shawn Michaels, I know what your Instagram looks like. Go watch Tommy Vendetta. Okay, he's just gonna add Legos on it. It's gonna be great.
Tommy Vendetta is not a BBL Latina.
No.
However, I did just now, at this moment, text him again to see if he wants to come back on the podcast. So we'll see how it goes.
I would love to have Tommy back on. Yeah, that would be awesome. And I think, speaking of, I just wanted to give a little update from our friend RD Mosh. There may be an in-person interview coming with the Sons of Mifflin County. I was told that it's a show in my area soon, and I'm going to try to get out to it, and I was told to, quote, expect to be kidnapped. So I am terrified, but I am also excited.
That sounds horrifying.
Yeah, listen, I'm all about it. So I'm saying it on the air so that way I can hold RD Mosh to it. Mosh, please come back.
I have other people that I am currently trying to get a hold of to have guests on for the 3 Counted Out podcast in the year of our Lord. We're going to get some old guests back on the podcast. Like I already have Jamie lined up to come back onto the podcast. We can talk with her, see what her thoughts are about the world of wrestling in 2025. Shit's going to be big in 2025. We're going to try to get some new guests on. We're going to try to watch Notre Dame beat Ohio State in the national championship. College football, and then we'll see where the fuck college football is in the 2025 season. Shit's fucking big going into 2025, dude. I'm excited.
Also going into 2025, make sure that you're subscribed to us over on YouTube and hit that fucking notification bell because there's going to be a lot of shit happening on that channel this year. Y'all are going to want to strap up and stay ready. If you're over on Spotify or anywhere else, go ahead and hit that follow. Leave us a rating. Leave a comment below. I know we're kind of past the college football times, but we're right on that good sweet spot of playoffs and Super Bowl's right around the corner. I want to know what people. I want to know your picks. We don't have a name for our fan base. Three. I don't know.
The count. No, that makes them sound like kindergartners.
Oh yeah.
The Counting Outers?
The world's greatest fans of Jackal and nobody else. Nobody at all. Why are we even talking about anybody else?
Anyway, world's greatest fans. Let us know in the comments below who your pick is for the Super Bowl. Don't call them that. Jesus.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even give my pick. Yeah, no, it's going to be Chiefs-Eagles, and I'm not going to watch. Also, Ohio State's going to run away with it tonight on the next podcast episode because I'll be fucking dead. Again, I would like to fucking reiterate to everybody the National Suicide Hotline is 988. I repeat, the National Suicide Hotline is 988.
And if they don't kill themselves, where can they find you?
Oh, yeah. YouTube.com/JackalJoker, Twitch.tv/JackalJoker. I'm a little tipsy. I might not be able to recognize you when you follow.
I don't know why you suddenly went 5 years old.
Maybe with the follow. Well, you can if you also not want to talk about the Lions season or just not. Regardless, you can still find me at youtube.com/fireguykev for all of your Fire Guy needs.
If you don't like what I listen to or have to say, you can find me refilling Jackal's Mike's cards. That's how they're made.
Oh.
If you do want to listen to me, just listen to this. Download it. Listen to it while you're driving. Listen to it while you're sleeping. Learn our thoughts and feelings through osmosis. Whatever.
Just hit loop and let it run. Yeah. Just let it play. And if you like me, you can find me over at twitch.tv/EraV1. You can find me on YouTube at EraV1 Music. And finally, you can find me on all major music streaming platforms.
Woo!
I'm everywhere. I just put out the first demo of what's to come. So very excited there. But thank you guys so much. I guess next week we'll hopefully Jackal might be drunker. Who knows? It's possible.
Well, this is a little Super Bowl preview because the matches to predict the Super Bowl will already be done.
Super Bowl, Rumble.
We'll talk about college football as a whole. We'll preview the Rumble a little more depth because it'll be the same weekend, if I remember dates correctly.
It will be Rumble Day, I think, right?
I thought it was on Sunday.
Is it on Sunday? I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I think the Big Four are on Sunday. Anything else that's not the Big Four, they're like, yeah, I don't fucking
Sure. Why not?
And if Ohio State wins, I will be on the podcast. I'll let you piece it together as to why I'm not there.
Okay.
But if Ohio State doesn't win, you're gonna get a real good YouTube video. We're gonna get another couple thousand views on the YouTube channel.
Just off of that, I hope Notre Dame. I mean, I hope Notre Dame wins regardless because I hate them less than Ohio State. But just for that video alone, I hope Notre Dame runs the score up on them.
Well, to make you feel any better, Notre Dame is already up 7-0. However, the game's over the past 6 minutes. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's a game we should go and watch. So we might want to wrap that. I mean, I'll be nice, okay? I've been on vacation for a couple of weeks. I know, and I asked you guys to edit stuff and help out, and I asked you to do extra work. I'm sure the entire time you were cursing my name. So I'm just going to stand and face this wall, and all I ask is that you don't aim for the head, because I did get several concussions while I was on vacation after I took a carry-on bag to the head on the plane. That's not a joke. That actually happened. So just don't aim for the head. Otherwise, whoever wants it can have it.
I feel like Danny needs us more than any of us.
I mean, we didn't say anything bad about you, per se. It's just we said bad things.
Are you vicious or delicious?
I'm the delicious part, of course. You see these fucking flabby abs?
Yeah, you're not really vicious, are you?
You think that mustache is doing anything for anybody? Of course.
Not really delicious either.
Now. Okay, all right. Well, that's fucking uncalled for.
Hit him.
That's fucking uncalled for. And I got
now just
blow. All right, you said not the head. I'll in for your cock instead. Oh yeah, you ready? Oh yeah, you got that pin. Get that pin. Oh, somebody count it, please. Anybody.
Count it, Mike. Count it.
1, 2, 3. There it is.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You get to face Washington in the fucking NFC Championship game, you son of a team that you already beat once. Yeah, you're fucking welcome. The Eagles don't win it this year, I'm going to be a little upset. I'm going to be a little peeved.
You said it was a low blow. Why'd you grab it and twist?
Well, okay, it was a low blow and also a little bit of a...
It's a low blow with a little bit of sprinkles.
A little bit of something for me, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Ooh.